guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back. I'm here with some messages, obviously, so let's just jump right into it. The first thing I know, I'm sorry, Liz, Spirit's kicking me right now because anytime I get like any download, I immediately want to jump into the video so that I don't forget. Oh, but I did take notes a couple of nights ago, but Spirit just told me like, girl, because I literally just got a download and I'm just like, okay, let's get into it. And Spirit's like, girl, you should have gave it a little more time. But anyways, let's get into what I just got into. Know your worth. Okay, you guys? There are people that are out here. This energy's been around for ages, but it's like there's people that try to gaslight others. There's people that try to make you feel inferior. And in a way that builds them up to feel superior. And it's very negative, you know, because when you're stable and secure within yourself and you know your worth, skills, gifts, talents, abilities, work ethic, whatever it is, you know your type of love, you know you're confident within yourself, no one should be able to throw anything your way and it hit. The shoe should never fit. The shoe should never fit. And I'm not going to say never, because it is going to fit rarely. That's clearly something you needed to hear, work on. That's something that you needed so that it can either humble you, check you, enlighten you, whatever the case. So the shoe will fit sometimes, but for the majority, be secure within yourself, you guys. Be secure within yourself. Don't let no one make you feel any type of way. You know, and for some of you guys, be careful as far as, be careful with listening to so many different readers or spiritual practitioners. Try to really limit the amount of third-party energy you're involving within you and your connection to the Most High. Be careful. If it's too many people involved, you'll start to get confused. You know, and you're spreading yourself too thin and you're attached to too many different energies and readers and their type of styles, and just be careful and try not to become so codependent on tarot. It's a tool, and I feel like eventually you should wing off of it and just be stern within your connection, within the downloads that you receive, the channeling, to the point where you don't need to go to tarot for confirmation, because that's majority of what it is. Confirmation. You know what I mean? So just be careful with that. And then as far as the notes that I wrote these like I want to say the day before yesterday. But there was things I was channeling, and so clearly I'm here. So the first one was, what you considered to be pride was really just their self-esteem. So the story I was getting with this was that this is the energy of someone breaking up, someone leaving someone in a relationship, someone breaking up with them, and the person who was left behind and who was hurt was feeling like, oh, this person's arrogant, they're prideful, da-da-da-da-da. Whole time, they left the relationship because they felt like it was better for them. It was an act of their self-love. I hope that makes sense. So some of you guys were thinking that this person's a bitch, they're arrogant, or they don't know how to express their feelings. No, no, no. They did what they felt was best for them, which was to leave. Even if they did leave for another person, because I hear some of you guys like, oh, but they left me for somebody. Okay, and that is fucked up. And more than likely, they were probably creeping with that person. If they immediately jump into something else, they probably was creeping. However, you still got to look at it from the bigger picture, and this should help you with your healing, because some of you guys are still hurting over this. But the bigger picture is they did what they felt was best for them. And honestly, if you were in that situation, you would do what's best for you. If you were in a situation where you were complete, and I hear you guys like, no, I wouldn't, because I'm loyal, I love hard. That's okay, that's beautiful. But I'm saying in certain situations where you're just at your wit's end and you're really not happy and it's not given, you would go. You wouldn't go and immediately jump into something else, or at least you wouldn't let it be known. You would try to keep that under, but you would go. You know, so try not to condemn this other person. And I know how it is, but listen, this is for you and your healing. This is not to justify their actions. Yes, they was fucked up, but for you and your healing, try to let it go, love. Okay? That was the first thing. The second thing was when you break free from the standard programming, or what some like to call the matrix, they call you crazy. When you switch up and you start to tap into your own, you start to think for yourself, tap into your own mind and spirituality and spiritual connection. You start to develop your own belief systems. Motherfuckers is gonna call you crazy. A lot of people are too comfortable in this beautiful cage and box that they don't see nothing else. They don't even know they in a cage because it's comfortable, it's beautiful. And so when you climb out of it, motherfuckers looking at you like you crazy. That's like Chica said in her song. They tell us to follow our heart. No, they tell us to go live our lives and look at us crazy when... No, that's what she did say. She said they tell us to follow our hearts and then look at us crazy when we live our lives. When you break free from the normal programming and what everybody is plugged into and running off, you're going to be called crazy. People are going to test you. You're going to have to be strong within what you're doing for yourself. Be strong within your beliefs. They're right for you. Okay? Next, this is kind of ties into the crazy energy, but the next thing I was channeling was when you tap into the power of God within you, to the power of God that's within you, they label you as satanic. When you start to say, oh, I don't really believe in religion, or I don't really believe in the story of Jesus, how they told it type stuff. Oh, I believe I have the power of God within me, therefore I am a mini version of God. I am a goddess. All of a sudden you satanic. Again, like the last saying, you're going to have to be strong within yourself up on this spiritual journey because they're going to attack you. They're going to make you feel like shit. They're going to label you a whole bunch of shit, crazy, satanic, weird, bipolar, schizophrenic, whatever the fuck you want to say, whatever label. But don't wear that motherfucker. Just because they place a label upon you do not mean you got to wear it. You're not a jar. You don't have to wear these labels. So be strong within yourself, man. Okay? The next one was there's always telltale signs. There's always red flags. You just have to trust yourself enough to listen to those signs, or to listen to your intuition when they point out those signs, and follow them. Follow them. They're like road maps. The red flags, those intuitive nudges, those are like road maps. Like when you're on a road trip and you see a sign, gasoline next right, McDonald's next left. That's road maps. That's to let you know. That's additional guidance. And if that's what you're looking for and that's what you're needing, follow that shit. Stop second guessing yourself. Some of you guys have been proved right and or wrong far too many times. And it's a journey. You're gonna still go through this, but like, just get to a different level with it. Just start to trust more. Just start to listen. The reason that stops you guys from listening to these intuitive nudges is fear. You feel like, no, I'm tripping. You feel like, no, what if it's wrong? You'll never know unless you go through it, unless you follow it, unless you listen. Answer the calling. The next one is, this is for, I want to say not too many of you guys, I don't know, but the truth always comes out when sought after, so stop trying to rush it. If you're putting out the invitation into the universe for law of attraction to work, and you're putting out, look, I need answers to this. What's going on? Da 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 da. Trust me. Trust you, not trust me. Trust you. Trust your source. That they picking up on those invitations, and they're going to bring forth the truth. It's going to come to light. So stop stressing about it. Stop trying to rush it. Stop going to look for it. You putting it out energetically is enough. Okay? That's that. The last one that I got was, added protection comes from your rage at the audacity of someone trying you constantly. Okay, source, you're gonna have to remind me with that one. Okay, with that last one, it's like an added level of protection when, okay, some of you guys beat yourself up over how angry you get, or this certain level of rage that you're able to tap into. You don't have to beat yourself up with that. Reason being is because it's like an added level of protection. It's like a superpower that you only, you know, in Mortal Kombat when you get the certain the second health bar full, and then you can use the superpower. That's like what this rage is. That's like what this anger is. So as long as you're managing it, and as long as you got it contained, don't suppress it, but contain it, you should be okay. Stop beating yourself up. Stop beating yourself up, because in the right moment, if some shit was to pop off, Spirit gonna give you the green light to open Pandora's box and pull out that rage to protect yourself and fuck whoever up. So don't beat yourself up at like the fact that sometimes you tap into that energy and you feel it. Don't beat yourself up. That's there for a reason. It's again, it's like hidden super strength. It's to protect you. It's for you to call up on that. Now the thing is to contain it, the thing is to manage it, the thing is not to use it unjustly, okay? So that's that. Those are the messages I was getting 11 minutes in. All right. What else is going on? Source energy, divine Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors of the highest, pure, bright light, the Most High. Protect me as I dive into these energies. Allow me to channel these messages. And thank you so much for all that you do. I mean, all right. I feel like a zodiac. I feel like pulling a zodiac card, but I feel like this is going to. Okay. There's a specific zodiac. Why don't I just get it? Why don't you just give me it, source? Because I like the art. No. I like to flip the cards. I'm like, just give me the sign. Y'all think I'm not going to listen. Okay. I'm a second guess. See, some of these messages be for me too. I be second guessing stuff. Walking around in here like Pisces or something and then second guess. I'm like, no, not Pisces. What's this message for? Who is this message for? Cancer. What does Cancer need to hear at this moment, source? And then we'll get into collective, you guys. What does Cancer need to hear? Knight of Wands. Cancer, you're moving too fast. No, some of you guys are moving too fast, but for the most part, Cancer, you guys need to pick up the pace. Y'all have been in the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups energy for far too long. Spirit is saying, okay, now pick up the pace. Okay, you were experiencing a delay, Cancer. And so that's why there's a need to compensate for the lost time. Because there's something destined and fated, Cancer, period. There's something destined and fated that you've already accepted in the ethers. And so Spirit is saying, Knight of Wands energy, it's time to pick up the speed. They're turning up the speed. What else? Yes. There's something destined and fated. The Tower. Is this whole reading for Cancer, source? We'll deal with that later? Okay. And then here's the Knight of Pentacles. And we just seen the Knight of Cups. Some of you guys were taking your time and it was okay and it was sufficient for a moment. But somewhere along the line, along the route, you experienced a delay, a distraction, an obstacle that took longer for you to overcome than you were supposed to have. And so now Spirit is saying, listen, we're going to have to rush to get into alignment because there's a fated and destined event. The Towers speak to divine intervention, which is a fated and destined energy. And so Spirit is like, so you're going to have to pick up the speed. For some of you guys, it's to avoid this Tower. You're not supposed to experience this karma, or you're not supposed to be associated with this Tower. You're supposed to be leaving from it. Look at how the cards are. This Knight of Wands is leaving, rushing away from this Tower. So for some of you guys, Spirit's trying to protect you and they're trying to tell you, okay, now come on. For others of you guys, you're headed there. But it's not, I can't see into what it is. All towers lead to good. All things work together for the greater good. You know what I mean? So if it is something that starts off a little on the negative side, it's going to eventually reroute to positive. And then it could also be just something positive off the muscle, but whatever it is, it's a inevitable change. It's a major shift, one that is going to cause disruption, because change is disruptive as well as scary. So some of you guys are headed to this tower, Cancer. And it's fated and destined. You cannot get away from this. And so Spirit is like, come on, for you missed the boat. You've been moving too fucking slow. What else? Yeah. It's going to usher in a new beginning with the Fool here. But some of you guys, damn, you're about to miss the damn train. And the next one. You about to miss the train and risk being left out in the cold. Some of you guys got to pick up speed. What is this in regards to? Your healing. It's damn near in reverse, though. Oh, some of you guys feel like you're not healed enough to move forward. Some of you guys took longer to heal from certain things. Spirit kept trying to usher you into changing. Like, come on, let's go. You got it. All of these cards are looking, all of these people are looking to the left. But anyway, Spirit kept saying, Cancer, let's go, let's go, let's go. And you kept sitting here, no. Like in the comfort zone. It's almost like you guys healed, Cancer, to an extent. And then you just, it's so comfortable here. It's so peaceful. Some of you guys didn't want to come down back into reality. Your consciousness was on a whole nother realm. It was up. Damn near stuck. You didn't want to come back down, but now Spirit is putting the pressure, taxing that ass. Spirit's turning up the heat because you got to get the fuck going, Cancer. Where are they headed first? Oh. The Temperance. Yet again. Yet again, a very patient energy. Some of you guys, you've been waiting on this clarity and you've been wanting to rush to move, and Spirit had you sitting. And now you're getting the green light. Both. Where? The Hangman in reverse. Supported by the Emperor. Two of Pentacles. Now where you're headed, you're juggling where you're headed. Where do you want to go? Exactly. The Chariot. Cancer, you're juggling. And if I'm not mistaken, that's your energy, Cancer, the Chariot. You're juggling where you want to go. Some of you guys are, oh my gosh. Okay, so listen, where you're headed, it's up to you. And I always say that. We have an internal GPS, but it's up to us to put in the destination for us to get the directions to where the fuck it is that we want to go, right? So I'm just hearing, hurry up and make a choice on where you're headed, because wherever it's going to be moving forward, Chariot, right? It's going to need to be away from this shit. For some of you guys, this is people who has a great deal of judgment and karma attached to them. And if you stay around, you're going to experience and get hit by the debris and the rubble of this tower falling down. For others of you guys, it's just the area you're in, the soil. And there's a need to move forward. You're healed enough. You've been sitting enough. You got the green light, Hangman in reverse, the Fool. You have nothing but beautiful energies, which speaks to change and movement. So Cancer is like, whatever you're indecisive about, you need to make a decision, love. You need to make a decision and you need to go. That's it. Any other deck, Source? A lot of you guys know what this is. You know know what this is. For some of you guys, it's a move. The Fool speaks to taking a leap of faith, relocating, traveling, and traveling lightly, not taking too much. So some of you guys, it's a move. You're indecisive about where to relocate. For others of you guys, you're indecisive about which job to accept, which school to enroll in, which program to enroll in, what to major in type shit. And the reason why, if it's not so much on a bigger scale as far as jobs, relocating, and it's just like school, or for some of you guys, honestly, this is a relationship. Should I leave? Should I not? You need to decide, because there's something, your decision, there's a fated and destined event on both sides of the path. Think of like the Two of Wands, fork in the road. There's fated and destined events, no matter which decision, no matter which path you choose, there's a fated and destined event on each path. So if you choose to leave this person, boom, okay, great. You may run into somebody else who may be a business partner, a good friend, and then boom, that's gonna take off from there. You choose to stay with this person, boom, there's still a fated and destined event. A tower, maybe something's gonna come, you know? And then also for some of you guys, as far as if it's something like a major or a job, Spirit's saying just decide, so then they can help plan things along this next chapter within this decision. I hope that made sense. The final message here, clouds. I feel like I said, you guys' consciousness was up in the clouds, up in the ethers, and it was comfortable there. You did not want to come down. Others of you guys, you have 3 spirit guides really working hard, and angels really working hard to bring forth this change. And we have baby and rainbows. If you guys are juggling a relationship, whether you should stay or not, if you stay, y'all gonna end up pregnant. If you leave, you're gonna experience your happiness and everything. You're gonna have to wait on your baby, but that's literally what I just seen. Either way though, both paths are not necessarily, it's not a bad and a good. It's just a higher vibration and a lower vibration. It's all a matter of what you want. It's all a matter of what you see. Some of you guys can get signs through music, so listen to that. Others of you guys, you already seen there isn't 2 options. It's just a matter of if you're going to accept what's to come so that you can travel with least resistance, or you're going to continue to either be oblivious or not accept it, which is doing nothing because it's still going to hit as a tower. So I hope that made sense, and I'm feeling the need to repeat it. For some of you guys, it's not a matter of 2 paths, like a fork in a road. That's not the case for some of you guys. Some of you guys, the case is Spirit has already given you the provision, the enlightenment on what's to come, and it's a matter of accepting it. Because when you accept it, you travel on the path, you go forward with least resistance. But when you don't accept it, it's like they gotta force you, because something's fated and destined. Again, we have free will. Spirit's not gonna force or impose outside of fated and destined tower moments. And the reason why they have the okay to force upon us in that way is because our heart was calling and yearning out for help, for guidance, for change, and we kept ignoring it. But that energy, us ignoring it didn't stop the energy from going out. So therefore, our heart have manifested a tower moment that the Most High, the universe it's gotta come through with it, because it was our heart that produced the energy to bring it forth. I hope that made sense. But anywho, Cancer, I think I'm gonna just label this whole video for Cancers. Sun, Moon, Rising, Cross Watchers. If you're like me and you just was drawn to the video just cause, then still watch it. The messages is still for you. But overall, I'm gonna say Cancers, it's for you. So let me know, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this resonates. And really get going with this. First card is the Knight of Wands. Spirit is not playing no games with you guys. Okay? So thanks for watching.